Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
We begin this evening with some good news for Jamaicans aboard the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line's Adventures of the Seas. It was projected that it would take up to 2 weeks for the more than 1,000 Jamaican crew to disembark the vessel.
Well, today, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton announced that the timeline could be reduced. He was speaking in Falmouth, Trelawney, where the first batch of 200 crew members were processed. Anthony Lugg was in the parish today and filed this report.
This was the day, and there's no doubt the first 200 Jamaicans aboard the Royal Caribbean cruise ship Adventures of the Seas rejoiced in it. After months of being on the seas, they finally were able to put their feet on land. From as early as 7 a.m., the passengers were given numbers and then called off the ship with their luggages to the sterile area set up on the pier in Falmouth, where health officials carried out their checks and collected samples to test for COVID-19. While that was being done, members of the security forces held their posts, ensuring things went smoothly. The passengers then lined up and boarded the buses, which made their way to the Grand Bahia Principe Hotel in St. Anne, where they will stay while awaiting their test results. Shortly after 1 p.m., this helicopter circled the Falmouth Pier, and within minutes, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton and Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang arrived on location to assess the first day.
We're comfortable that it went well, that the planning was well executed by all, not just the medical team, but by all the other participants.
The day went smoothly for the health officials, but the anxiety remains high. Some of those on board took to the balconies of the ship to get a first-hand glimpse of all that was happening. There have also been reports of tension aboard the cruise ship. We were told that some workers have threatened to stay in their rooms and not leave the ship as they're not comfortable with going to the Grand Bahia Principe Hotel. However, Dr. Tufton says there's misinformation being circulated.
Firstly, the rooms that we have gotten, the additional rooms, are not rooms that were previously occupied with the previous batch of persons who came in by air. But secondly, the medical team have a very strict deep cleaning protocol, which they have been practicing for the last 3+ months since COVID has come to Jamaica, not only in hotels, but in hospitals.
Another 200 persons are expected to disembark within another 48 to 72 hours, but it appears there could be hope.
There is a possibility that we could speed the process up, but I think the team will have to now brief themselves, and it involves not just what happens here on the port, but also what happens in terms of the accommodation arrangements. So over the next day or so, within the next day or so, I think we will have a better feel for how long it will take.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.